Today we're going to talk about renting versus owning a property in Switzerland, Basel, Zug, everywhere, because you for sure are renting now something and paying 6,000 per month Swiss francs, and you think, okay, hey, that's a lot of money. And a lot of English speaking person, they come to us because they don't want to pay this amount anymore. And it's much more interesting to own something because in Switzerland, housing prices keep growing and keep gaining in value. So that's what we're going to talk about. If you're paying 6,000 francs per month in renting, or 4,000 to 6,000 francs, why should you do that if you already have a pension fund in Switzerland with 100,000, 200,000 francs? Why should you rent something if you have a third pillar with 50,000 francs? And if you have a lot of stocks, a lot of cash, let's say 500,000 francs. If you already have the equity, why should you keep renting? You should only do it if you're planning to leave Switzerland within a year, the next 5 months. Then you should keep renting. If you're thinking about staying here for quite a few years, in my opinion, it's a no-brainer to own a property because of the value of the properties in Switzerland. They keep going up and keep going up. Let's make a comparison. Now you're buying something for 2.5 million and you get a mortgage of 80%. That's going to be 2 million. 2 million mortgage. M for mortgage. And now you're paying for this mortgage, let's say a fixed rate for 10 years, 1.6%, 10 years. That's going to be 32,000 per year in Swiss francs. Per month, it's going to be, let's say, 2,600 per month. Huh? That's crazy. That's crazy. So here you're going to pay 72,000 per year, and here you're going to pay 32,000. Yeah, sure. Now, if you're team renting, you're going to say, why would I have to do an amortization here? Sure, but it's just a transfer of your equity from something liquid in your property, and meaning your loan, your mortgage goes down and you have more equity in your property. Here, you're leasing an apartment. You don't own anything. You're just able to sleep there, live there, cook there, and meet some friends. That's it. So you're doing nothing. And most people, what they're doing wrong is they're comparing the cost per month. But that's not everything. The most important thing, in my opinion, is the value changes. If you have ownership and your property value goes up from 2.5 million to 3 million, while paying low interest, that's something interesting. That's very interesting. And if you leave Switzerland, you can still sell your house. You can sell your apartment to somebody else. And if you rent, you can just change your apartment. You can rent something else, but you don't own anything. And that's what most people are doing wrong. They have the equity, they have a high income, but nobody told them it's more interesting to own a property in Switzerland than just rent it. So that's why it's a no-brainer. And the value is the most important thing because the value keeps rising in Switzerland. And so if this word is something new for you, and you have the feeling, okay, that you have some equity in your pension fund, you have some stocks, some cash, like 500,000 to 600,000, and you're planning to buy a property, but you've never talked to somebody about it, and you for sure haven't talked to a former banker or mortgage broker like Imano, then click on the link, fill out the form, and then an employee of ours will contact you to see if we are able to help you. And that's like just the beginning. Maybe you will see that you will be able to own an apartment, and then you don't have to spend your money for unnecessary rent, and you can own something and be an owner of properties in Switzerland, and that's a good thing. So click on the link, fill out the form, and see you. Bye.